Alright, well, welcome back to another episode of the Alkcast, everyone. My name's Alkaline Mix. I'm running on about 4 hours of sleep today, and I got myself a guest here, Zito. Welcome in. And like how I usually start most of these episodes, go over how we met initially. Yeah. Hi. Zito, you here? This is a bad start. Yay, smooth recording. This is going swell, isn't it? But hey, I'm joined here by you're here? Hi.
Hey, how's it going?
So yeah, recording started. I didn't realize you were gone for a second, and then I just
Oh no, my audio cut out, and I was like, what's going on?
Okay. Yeah, I was just a bit confused by that, but welcome to another episode of the Alkcast. I'm here with Zito today, and yeah, I was just about to get into the story of how we met initially.
Oh, sure.
Which, if you want to have any input on that, because
I remember it completely.
I do as well. It's like really, really memorable. It was me, you, and Aether. I think was the first time. It's the time I remember the most. I don't remember if it was the first time I met you or not, or if it was a different Saw game.
No, that was with Aether.
Yeah, so that was the first time. It was us three. We were just dancing in Bamboo, and it got to top 3. I remember it was N5. I just played passive for the rest of the game, but you ended up playing normally.
I was very aggro, yeah.
Yeah, you. And I remember it was the last 2 people. I put in the chat, hey, I think it's just me, you, and Zito left to Aether. And then after that, kind of just went from there. We then started talking a bit more in game. I started talking to you in Discord like a little bit, and even in duos like first game. And I remember you brought up in a call to me a few days ago that the first thing I said was that I promoted my merge to you, which sounds scarily accurate to what I do.
Yes, it was.
It's like it's there's more irony in it now because I'm even wearing my merch for the podcast. Like somehow I always, I don't know why, but I've always just worn my merch for every podcast episode. It's nice, comfortable, and I like it.
I get you.
Yeah. But otherwise, now that we've gotten the introduction out of the way, let's get into some more questions. And first thing is, how did you, for getting into SAR, I remember that initially speaking, you weren't, too talkative on Discord. And I remember when you pulled me aside, like in game, like, hey, let's go over here, and I give you my Discord and whatnot. But there's that. I realize I'm now messing up the transition on this question, but you then started becoming one of the most talkative people I know, like on Discord.
Yeah, I am a very talkative person.
It's just that, like, that initially you were just so. You seemed a bit more shy at the time, but now it's like. It's just.
If I don't know someone, I'm not really going to speak to them that much unless I have like the initial conversation with them.
Okay, well, yeah, that's fair. Because now like you'll be in calls just pure energy, and it's like it's why I was before the podcast. I was like, oh yeah, I know it's just gonna be pretty much a hit or miss episode. If it's like I'm gonna be you doing full energy, or if it's just gonna be you doing like pretty much. You have 2 types of energy, at least to what I've kind of observed.
I can go full energy if you really want me to.
Let's see it. I'm running off 4 hours of sleep. I don't have any energy left in me right now. I got it.
So this is the magic of me, is I don't have energy in me. I can tell you that right now, but I'm still going to bring it. But I mean, I can do it. Just keep going. We'll see what happens. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
Sounds good.
Few things I can pretty much say. It's like the first thing I wanted to talk about, the Fate tournament, the one you got second place in. That.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I have a lot to speak about that, in all honesty. So initially, when I first met you guys, when I say you guys, I'm speaking about you and Aether.
Yeah. Just
Aether and I started to speak a lot more because one thing that we actually found out that we had in common was we live in the same state as one another. So we kind of had like a stronger friendship at first, and we spoke a lot more. And then one night, Aether brings up to me that he wanted to do a tournament, but he didn't have someone to be his partner in the tournament, and asked me, and I'm like, "There's a competitive scene for SAR? That sounds so silly."
Yeah, I was just as shocked as you are when I found out about the comp scene.
And I
It's
was like, "What?" Okay. So what happened was he invited me to do the duos tournament with him. I didn't really want to do it at first, but I still went with it. We do the first practice round of the tournament together. Um and we didn't do so hot, you know, during it. Um and what happened was he kind of felt like, he didn't really want to do it anymore, and I didn't want to have him to be upset while we did it. And one thing about me beforehand was that my skill for Super Animal Royale uh is very high. I do like to say that about myself, but I know there's very, very, very good players and players who are better than me. But I do know that I appreciate that I am one of like the stronger
one of the
players of
better.
the game.
Yeah, it's like I've only killed you once. You've probably killed me 10 times over at the least. Like,
But anyways, what happens is Wednesday's practice comes around, and Aether was out of town, and Hero, our friend Hero, um,
yeah, I know who you're talking about. Obviously.
his partner was also out. So we decided to team up together, and we actually won a round together in that. And I was like, wow, okay, we did pretty good. And so then Friday's practice comes around, and Aether comes to me. He doesn't really want to do the tournament anymore. So I'm like, I don't want to do the tournament with you. Then, God forbid something wrong happens. He gets upset, and then we just don't do it. And he doesn't do well, and he gets upset. I didn't want him to be upset.
That's fair.
And so he,
It's
he
really good of
dropped
you,
out of the
honestly.
tournament. He dropped out of the tournament, and I'm like, damn, bro, I guess I don't have anyone for, the tournament, so it's whatever. I was speaking to Fate about it, and I was like, maybe I'll find anyone. And I join a solo lobby, and my friend Captain Pickles joins and asks me if I want to go play duos with him. I'm like, okay. Go into a Discord call with him, and he tells me, you know, uh, I heard there's a duos tournament going on, and you're with someone. I'm like, yeah, I am. Well, about that, my partner just dropped out, and he's like, that sucks. And I say to him, I'm like, do you want to be my partner? And he never did a tournament before, and I never did a tournament before, and so we accept and we do the practice rounds together. And I mean, we did pretty good. And the next day was the tournament. Uh, I get out of work a little early, and I come home. He wakes up like 15 minutes before the tournament. I was like, oh my god, we're not gonna get in. But we just barely get in. We get past Fate's cutoff, and the tournament starts. And I have this brand new partner. I mean, he's been my friend, okay? And I have this brand new partner that we just like had one practice run together. And the first round happens, and we win.
You just had that beginner's. Was it even beginner's luck at that point, or was it just the
No,
confidence?
no. We had very high confidence, and both of our skill levels are very high. So, we do so good. And not only did we win the first round, we won the sixth round as well. And in
Yeah.
that sixth round, got me tied with my friend Waffle Fox and Jiff with the top kills overall. So we got bonus points at the end of the tournament.
Yeah, I remember seeing those results for it, and I was absolutely insane. Like when you typed that in the Discord, like you seemed so hyped about that, and even
Oh
Char
my
and
god, dude, we were screaming.
yeah, even Char and Chat, you guys probably reached peak gamer energy in that. Like oh, it just seems like
Eh, huh?
one of those. I'm quoting my chat at this point, just because I'm trying to acknowledge their existence here, but. For those duos tournaments, I've never been able to do one, really any Fate tournament, I've always had to. I just had scheduling complications every single time. It's like
Yes.
So it just messed me up.
It seems unless you have a very strong partner to do it with, then they don't really go through that well.
Okay, yeah. I think
But
I
do want to say one thing about this tournament that did happen, because of this tournament happening for me, this kind of blew up my reputation in the SAR competitive community.
Yeah, because you end up playing.
If you didn't know that.
Yeah, you end up playing with, I forgot who it was, but it was someone who's like pretty high up in like SAR community.
Oh, you mean Waffle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just remember that like right after. I think I saw you guys doing squads on stream or something. I remember seeing you guys in game.
Fate told me this. You ready?
Yeah.
I say to him, that tournament was a lot of fun. I'm surprised we got second place for our first tournament. And Fate tells me, people really don't know who you are. They underestimated you. I knew you guys would do well, as I saw what you can do in practice. Also, the 10 points gave you top, having that really good round, why I added it in. And he also said really wanted to give something to players and a team that would pop off. So, what Fate basically just told me was that nobody knew who I was, they underestimated me, and I just came out swinging.
Which is
what happened.
You're just that one guy who's just like, it's basically a foreigner, but that foreigner's been practicing and hasn't, you just don't know who they are. That just seems like what the situation was, right?
Basically.
Yeah. I mean, it just sounds incredible. Because it's like, that seems hard to achieve already. A Fate tournament, even Fate scrims, they were, when I did the Fate scrims, even in like Loopy's tournaments, I would always do so god awfully. It's like, I don't know why I even try to do some of the tournaments, just because my skill is.
Listen, it doesn't matter if you do good or, as long as you have fun while doing them. That's how I view them.
Yeah. You're definitely right about that. It's probably because, also me, what was that voice crack, but me, I guess I look at numbers a lot,
I tend to try and stay from overanalyzing stuff.
Yeah, I think it was with the new CC requirements that I started to look at my numbers a lot more that night, just because I wanted to hit an average. I wanted to get better at streaming and be more consistent.
Well, I'm glad you're continuing your streaming.
Yeah, and now that I'm at a point where starting next week, I have the potential to be doing 5 days a week. I've talked to other streamers about this and what there is to come with it. And I don't know if I am going to pull through with it or not, but I know what it's going to be like mentally speaking. I've done 5 days in the past. It was harder because it was also in a worse game with a more toxic community. A lot of backstory there, but for SAR, I think it might be possible for sure. But I'm just gonna go to the chat here for a second. It definitely, to what Valzy's saying in chat, it definitely does sound like a movie plot, like for sure. With your situation.
That sounds like my life.
Your life, just nobody knowing who you are. And then
no, I'm a character.
I mean, we all could be characters.
I'm a character.
All right, cool. I mean, yeah, I was just gonna go say. Life could be a movie for everyone. It's just you only see certain parts of it for different people, and I guess the things you don't really remember, they just get cut out. Is one way of thinking about it. I guess it's more of a. It's an interesting way to look at things, but it's not a bad way per se. Then, for what Char's saying, I've never joined an actual tourney yet, but I've always considered scrims. I've joined as just a really good way to practice and get better. Even if I got sweeped, I learned from it. That's a good point. That's when I
had such a great experience doing a duos tournament to begin with, so I would recommend anyone to actually start with a duos tournament with someone.
Really? So just go straight into there, don't do do the practices first with that.
Yeah, of course do the practices first.
Okay.
Those come along with the tournaments, but if you're looking to do a tournament, try and start to do one with a duos. It feels more natural, you have someone to play with is a big thing.
Yeah. It's definitely good. I know. Always playing with people. It always makes things better. It's kind of, I feel like it's been that way since I ever started playing SAR, but
I get you.
yeah, when I would play my old game, Crunker.io, I would only ever play solo on there, sometimes with viewers, but I didn't really have viewers back then, but now I have like a fan base, basically. Which still sounds, it's, I don't know about you, but for me, just saying that I have a fan base, it makes me feel like I have like such a big ego and like, oh, I have fans. Oh, I just don't like the sound of it.
I don't like to say I would have fans,
Yeah.
especially with like me being a furry. You kind of like have these like, I don't know. I'm kind of like pushed myself in like my own like friend group. I would never really say like I have like these followers. I do have people who say like, they like some of the art I get and they want to speak to me and they're like, "Oh my god, it's Zito." I'm just like, "Bro, chill out. I'm just me." It's like, come on. There's nothing special about me. You can come speak to me. Anyone can come speak to me.
Yeah, fair enough. I mean, I felt like that same way because I talk to I talk to most of my viewers off stream, the ones that want to talk to me most often, and it's like I just see them more as friends. I'll see them as a viewer in chat, yeah, but I just don't see them as fans because it just seems like it seems like an off mentality right now.
Egotistical.
Yeah, like really egotistical there, and it's just like, for even having my own merch and ironically signing one last night, like signing a piece of my own merch last night, it still just seems weird to call somebody a fan. Like, it's just my opinion on the matter.
That's fine.
Yeah. But I guess going from there, I might as well transition more into the furry stuff. I'm not a furry personally, but what kind of started your whole thing for animals or anthropomorphic characters, to say the least?
I'm a child, first off. I am a child in an adult body, and going on from there, what I do have to say is, I guess cartoons growing up as a kid is really what like took an influence to me, and then I started to play this absolutely horrible game, which I cannot ever recommend someone to play or get into. That is a game called Team Fortress 2. Nobody ever play it. And what happened was, back in like 2011, when I first started playing Team Fortress 2, it was the first time I learned what a furry was. I was just like, y'all are weird. Like, get out of here. It's so weird.
Oh yeah.
And all of a sudden, I started hanging out with some people who actually were furries, and I was like, damn, maybe this is like something I would want to do. So I decided to go with it, and I became a furry, and I've been a furry since 2013, and I still am to this day, and it does not seem like it's going to stop. This is actually a cry for help. Please help me.
Okay.
I don't want you to help me, actually. It's been some of the best times of my life. I've done conventions, and, well, of course, like all the furry stuff, and this summer, when I say this summer, I'm talking about next month, I will be getting my suit, so I can speak about that to people when I get it. And the reason why I am getting a suit is because, well, why not? It's fucking fun, and I like it.
Yeah. It's like a little policy I've had with myself for other people. It's just kind of do what you want. I don't care what you do.
I'm not bothering anyone. It's my thing.
Also, Boogie in chat. Just imagine playing TF2. Yeah.
Imagine playing TF2. I'm pretty sure you play TF2, Boogie.
Yeah, Boogie actually met me on a TF2 stream that I did with Blue Jay-Z. So, yeah, you definitely played TF2. But
I feel bad for Jay, because I got him addicted to Risk of Rain 2. But we've had our own fair share of playing TF2 together, Jay and I. We actually have a very close friendship still to this day. That's not going to go away. but we are very close friends.
Yeah, that's good. I think I only have like one really strong bond with someone, like one of my internet friends, and that was actually my second guest on here, Lumber Queen.
Oh, cool.
Albeit things have gotten a bit
Boogie,
shaky
please
at times.
stop playing TF2. It's been 1,328 days since the last major update.
Yeah, that is very much true. It has.
I
as much as
haven't counted.
I barely play TF2 anymore. Let me pull up Steam real quick and see how many hours I have on it. Just because I know it's next to nothing. I used to play TF2 sometimes just with one of my friends off stream and just like be chilling with it. And then it just turned into my duo stream game where it's like, hey, if I'm gonna do a duo stream, I'm playing TF2 with you because I can't.
I mean, I missed that game when it was very fun.
Yeah, I didn't play it.
I can still have fun moments on it, but it's not the same, I think.
Yeah.
I don't hate it by any means.
Oh, I feel that so much, but I only have about 27.3 hours on it. Yeah, I knew it wasn't much, but I guess I kind of want to go on your... Actually, I'm going to read what Char said here first before I go on to that, but I always sit here wondering how people reach that many hours in a game, but I know full well I'm going to do the same someday.
I do have one game where I do have an insane amount of hours on. And the game is so old that there's no possible way it has ever recorded my hours. And I still play that game to this day. It's a game I joke about by me saying I have a doctorate in, but it's Roller Coaster Tycoon.
I remember I think it was Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 free on Epic Games, and I tried to play it for like 5 minutes, and it just did not go well for me. Mike just left out so much. But how have you managed to put in 7,000 hours worth of TF2 Tycoon?
What?
I was gonna say, how have you managed to put in 7,000 hours of Theme Park Tycoon?
It's called Roller Coaster Tycoon. Thank you very much.
Whatever. I remember mainly playing, I think it was Theme Park Tycoon on Roblox a lot. Just okay, that's in my mind.
I in fact did play that game on Roblox as well, and I do have some insane worlds I can show you later.
Later, I need to reinstall Roblox though.
Oh yeah, and to answer Boogie, by the way, Team Fortress 2 is very addicting, especially when you go to the community servers.
Oh yeah, the community servers. I've only been on one. That was just like a map testing place that was run by one of my other guests, Michelle.
Yeah, shout out to Lazy Purple servers. Those are the best.
All right. And I'm not gonna act like I understand what you're saying in chat right now, Boogie. I don't play TF2.
I know what he's speaking about.
Yeah.
I can show you later. Don't worry about it.
All right. So 2 things are getting shown later. Theme Park Tycoon stuff on Roblox and. All right. I'm drinking water right now. I probably should have made that a void moment, but whatever. What were you gonna say? You just said so I thought you were gonna transition into something.
I want to take a little control here. I want someone like Boogie or Car to ask me a question, or Valzy if Valzy's still here.
I mean, yeah, you guys can ask questions in the chat if you want to ask anything. I mean, you can also ask me questions, but then again, I was just about to go into one of my old game with like saying it's not the same, but Boogie. All right, this is your issue, Zito. Boogie's never DM'd me in my life. This one's for you. Yeah,
I remember his DM. I was very drunk that last night, and I was very hungover the next day.
Yay! So pretty much just don't drink too much, kids. Or do.
I hope that that was the reason why it looks like I ignored you. Usually, if I read someone's message and then don't respond to it, that message is gone. My friends say I have a response time of either 3 to 5 seconds or 3 to 5 business weeks.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Good luck.
Yeah, for playing the podcast initially, like I DM'd you. I think it was next day. I think it was 3. Bookie, why did you just DM me this? Let me see. What is? There's no time. So it was like, I think you DM'd me 3 a.m. the next day when I asked you to be on, and then after I was like, hey, great, let's go set up a time. And then you just join a call with me like, hey, can we just set that up now instead of just DM me?
Yeah. So Boogie, feel free to DM me anytime you'd like.
Yeah, just like how you DM'd me in the middle of this, just despite me saying that I never DM'd you. Like, Anyways, to get on to the original point that I had before, yeah, that was my response to you in that, Boogie. But I still want to get back to the point of, like, TF2 not being the same as it used to, because it's the same situation on my old game, Crunker again. It's basically what I grew
But
my...
that game's not from 2006 now, is it?
No, it's only like 3 years
It's
old.
actually from 2007 for TF2, but...
Yeah, this is from 2018. I keep forgetting it's 2021, honestly. Like,
I've been playing TF2 since 2011.
yeah, I haven't. I've been playing it since like 2020. And I only have 27 hours on it, so that's my standpoint on TF2. Yeah.
Get you?
Huh?
I get you.
Yeah. I think the main game I kind of sunk hours into and played a lot was Crunker, but yeah. Apparently Boogie wants to know who you main.
I am a medic main. Spies have Spies have absolutely nothing on me.
I either.
But snipers, I apparently just die to every second.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, I think for me, I used to only do Pyro or Spy.
Aether missed everything I've said about him. In
Pretty
fact,
much. Actually, yeah, you did miss about like 20 minutes. Like, we didn't only talk about you. We talked about other things as well, but you know, the initial meeting up and whatnot. It's nothing bad, all right. It's just how we met up initially because you were involved in that. You know, the game we were all dancing in Bamboo, and then it was just me, you, and Zito left for the last 3, and I told you in chat, and then we all just danced till we died. You know, it's all on recording, all right. You'll be able to look back on it. You know. Thank you, Valzy, for the confirmation. Appreciate that.
I think Valzy has a question for me.
Valzy, do you have a question for Zito? Or even Aether, do you have any questions? No, I'm kind of concerned. Or no, not lying. I thought you were responding to what Zito was saying in chat, Valzy. You can tell I'm... Yay, only sleeping for 4 hours really does mess you up. Cool.
Oh, don't do that, forehead.
I didn't... It was a special occasion.
Well, that's your fault.
I didn't... I'm not saying it was yours. It absolutely is my fault. I mean, like, I take responsibility for it, but... Boogie.
Valzy wants to know top or bottom? Top.
What? I'm not gonna answer that for right now. And if you want to find out what it means, just do your own research. I can't help you out here. Alright? Like...
What?
What do you mean?
I was just answering a question. You told me to answer questions, and I answered the question. Yes, I did answer the question.
Oh, Valzy, you're so innocent.
I like Boogie's question. Boogie keeps asking me questions.
Yeah, Boogie, go on.
I want everyone to ask me a question, but yo, leave Google alone.
Alright, like... You might need to. Safe search off, yeah. Actually, alright, question from Aether this time. Not even for me. Aha. I think Valzy just found out what top or bottom means.
Because I want to be a musky husky.
Alright, there's your answer. Valzy, you seem very, very concerned in what Boogie just asked here. Like, very, very concerned. Oh, the magic of the internet where you can learn anything. Very important question, obviously. Someone needs to find the information out. Yeah. What? Why would you need that information from any of us? May I ask?
Oh, also, I would like to make this statement very clear once again about TF2, because Boogie asked me who I mained. I main Medic on Team Fortress 2. However, with my 1,127 hours on TF2, 95% of those hours are dedicated to Medic. So, I'm a very proficient Medic player in
That
Team
is a
Fortress
lot
2.
of healing. Baby numbers, yeah. Yeah, it's not like my 27 hours here can't talk. And
Okay, you have nothing to say against my roller coaster tycoon hours.
I don't have anything to say against any of your hours. Like,
I am 4 years old, Aether.
cool. Don't you just love it when chat just starts to argue with each other? You know, it's just great. Just Valzy and Boogie are just.
On a real note, I am 21. Before people started to think that I was getting drunk, being underage, I am 21, and my birthday is next month, actually.
So you're getting your suit like your first suit around your birthday? Really?
Yes, and you're not invited to it.
Of course I'm not invited. Like I can't show up to your house.
No, Aether. I was speaking about last night, and the reason why I didn't respond to Boogie was because I was very hungover the next day. Listen, I am
drunk on my podcast. If he was, I'd be doing quality checks before.
Aether, I'm not. Listen, I'm laughing at that finger pointing to the butt emoji.
Yeah, I know him personally.
I don't know why, but that emote that Aether just said, it looks like you a little bit.
A little bit? No.
It looks like you. Yeah.
I still look younger than that. Albeit I probably am. You know. It's like, come on. It doesn't. I mean, I've been told to look like Eminem. Who else do I look like?
M&M's.
Not that kind of M&M's. Boogie, what is that? Oh my god, the void's there. But
I want questions. Keep it going.
Yeah. Any more questions in chat, or are we just gonna sink into oblivion again? I honestly wouldn't doubt if we sunk to oblivion. Like I feel like we're going to. I look like Eminem if Eminem got a job at Target. That is very, very specific. I didn't think I'd get that. The process that you look like Eminem until you said it, dude. People would call me Eminem all the time at school. Just like a B-Rock when I was like, yo, it's Eminem! Especially after I got a fresh buzz cut. But now we got some actual questions here from Aether. Zito, what is your favorite foods? I actually very much enjoy this question because
okay,
you're
so
good at food making and whatnot.
So first off, I'm from New York. We have the best pizza, cheesecake, and from specifically where I live is seafood. My favorite foods, on the other hand, in all honesty, I really, really, really love steak. And if I were to ever have a specific, like, snack or something, I love peanut butter as well. It's not because of, my persona of me being a husky, but I just like peanut butter. So if you're allergic to peanuts, it's very dangerous to be my friend, actually.
Okay, I'm just laughing. I was laughing the entire time because of what Pyro said.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Also, I think this needs to be said because I cannot have this anymore.
What?
I cannot have this anymore. My name is Zito, okay? I am not Zito from Team 4-Star. And the reason why I have to say this is because I can't keep doing duos tournaments because there was one today and they thought I was Zito from Team 4-Star and I am not, which is not a good thing because Zito from Team 4-Star actually did play this game and he hated this game. So then when people see me, they think that I am Zito from Team 4-Star and they're like, "Ooh, you get out of this game." I'm not him. I'm Zito.
All right, I don't even know who that is, but Yeah.
He is someone from Team 4-Star.
I think that's all I need for right now on him. But
Dragon Ball Abridged.
okay. Well, so I'm gonna answer that question as well. Honestly, okay. One,
You could be my friend.
you say pizza bad. I had about 7 slices of pizza last night. All right, not like regular triangle size, but like tinier squares. And like I'm definitely against everything that you guys are saying in chat with that, except for Boogie. You know, I agree with him on this case. But just and yeah, there's the answer to that question. I was actually just about to get into that. Char, thoughts on pineapple pizza? We've gotten this question in the past in Q&A. Zito, I want you to answer this one first, actually.
You could put whatever you want on a pizza.
Yeah, absolutely. And I actually do enjoy pineapple on pizza.
I do like.
Correct.
Sorry. Actually do like pineapple on a pizza, but you can put whatever you want on a pizza. I will not get mad. There's a bunch of questions I need to answer in the chat right now.
Yeah.
Zito, do I like tea? No, I hate tea, actually. I love coffee. I fucking love coffee. I will drink it all the time.
Yeah, you can tell. I can tell you're from New York just by having
And I hate
coffee.
tea. Absolutely hate tea. Sushi's pretty good, Pyro. And Zito, do you remember in 1998 when the Undertaker threw Mankind off the top of a Hell in a Cell through the announcer's table 20 feet? No, I do not watch wrestling, but my brother John loves wrestling, and he called me upstairs one day to watch. I think it was The Undertaker threw someone onto a pile of thumbtacks on the middle of, and I was like, wow.
Boogie, why you coming back with that? I think it was either last Monday or it was on a Monday stream because I was doing Minecraft. He just said that exact same thing.
I mean, that's a good question to ask, I won't lie.
Yeah, great. Absolutely great question. But also, to get back on, I'm going to go to the sushi thing for a second. Never had it in my life. Don't know when I'm ever going to get it, honestly.
Alright, Alk. I don't want to keep answering their questions. I don't want to keep answering their questions. Please ask me one so I don't have to look at the chat for 5 minutes.
Alright. So, here's...
Listen, they can say whatever they want about me in the chat for these next 5 minutes. I'm not going to look at it, but they just got to make sure that it's out of the way when I come back. Otherwise, I will get mad. And you don't want me mad. Okay, so Alk, please ask me any... You probably have a Google Doc that you just...
I actually don't. No. One, the only thing I used for notes was a physical notebook, and I only wrote in my first 5 guests. I didn't even do all 5 of them. I only did 3. And like, I don't even use it anymore for that. I've been heavily unprepared for like most of these podcast episodes. I've honestly just been winging it for questions.
Well, I'm sure you have questions about me.
Yeah, it's like, how do you get all of your energy and manage to flip your personality or not flip your personality, but it's much rather you can go from pretty much a really energetic person to a guy that's giving me a motivational speech about college in 2 seconds. How?
I don't think.
That's it? You just forget you have a brain and it works?
I'm just fucking with you. No, I am by nature a performer, so I like to entertain people. By me being a musician, actually, because I am a musician.
Actually, I'll probably ask some more about that.
And because I, by nature, am a musician, I love to perform. Before COVID, I used to perform a lot around here, where I live, with my friends and I was the head man, but I wouldn't really be speaking to people that much. I would, of course, performing and like entertaining with my instruments. But I'm a performer. I'm not really a creator of music. I'm not a composer.
Yeah.
So,
but into that, I mean, you seem like you'd be like a great streamer. Even Boogie just brought it up. Like,
I'm not looking at the chat, so I didn't know.
Okay,
that.
Yeah, fine. But I'll say now that he has a genuine question. Like, Zito, why don't you stream? And
I don't know.
Yeah, like
it's because either one, probably maybe too many distractions at my house, but I can cut those off very quickly for distractions at my house. Or another thing is more or less, I don't know. I don't know.
I mean, like I can easily help you out with streaming stuff. I mean, I've been doing it for almost 2 years now. I'm actually coming up on my 2 year stream anniversary very, very soon, and I still don't have anything special planned for it.
Maybe. I know I have you and Jay to help me if I ever have questions like that.
Yeah.
But yeah. Um I guess streaming is just something I've always looked at wanting to do. Well, the great thing now is that because summer's coming around and I need to get back on track with my college, I can kind of focus to stream over the summer and see how it goes.
Yeah.
Eh.
I mean, that's what I'm also doing. Except for I might be starting that next week of just focusing heavy on streaming, like the entire time.
Mhm.
Just because, I've been, as of recently, streaming a lot more, trying to get better. My viewer average has been going up. I've been getting more consistent. I've been talking to a lot more people. And, if this goes on, then I could actually, go somewhere, maybe get CC for SAR and just kind of...
And also to answer the thing about the energy still is I am a people call me a psychopath, and I don't call that about myself.
Yeah, I don't see that.
I kind of see myself as a I'm very energetic, and I play into my persona very well, and that's not by me forcing it. It just kind of happens.
I get that, but another question coming from chat here because one, I like originality, and two, I can actually use these now. Zito, how do you feel about Made Jay-Z and Alkaline Made?
I think it's stupid, and I do not participate in it.
Yay! One less person that I'm gonna have to worry about trying to get me into a maid outfit. Woo. Honestly, I've been fine with that. It's kind of how I've been doing better on Twitch. Like, at least those 2 nights it was mainly what it was. But if you bring up your point of being a buzzkill with that, that's fine. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't have to like it.
No, I am a buzzkill. Stop doing it. It's stupid.
Never mind.
I'm talking about Jay. You can do it to Alk all he wants. All you guys want.
Okay, I guess I'm not escaped. I guess I'm not fully out of the loop here.
I do have to say though, for I have just one thing I'll always remember for Boogie, and that was when I was streaming with Jay, where he invited me to be on his stream with him.
Yeah, I remember seeing some of those.
Yeah, I made this joke saying that he was throwing, and there was this one time that Boogie joined the lobby, and he goes, Jay, I would pass you some shade right now, but I'd rather throw it. And I thought that was really funny, and it made Jay really upset, and it was kind of funny.
Okay, I don't really know how to respond to throwing some shade. I don't know what that is, but passing some shade.
No, he's gonna pass some shade, but he'd rather throw it, because I always make a joke saying that Jay was throwing.
Now it's setting in. Yay, my slow brain can't handle everything today. I should honestly just take a nap after stream, but I'm probably not going to.
Take a nap. Naps are fine.
They are. But also, Aether, I'm not becoming a fanboy anytime soon. All right, like just not anytime soon, to say the least. But also, for Boogie's points, you show up on 100% show up on a stream in a full maid outfit just to spite Jay. You do that. People have done that to me too. So if you're gonna stream, you have to deal with people who exist to spite you in game.
If I stream, SAR is not going to be the only game I'm going to stream. I'm just making that very clear.
Yeah, that's fair. At least in SAR would be like that, but
I mean, I'll play SAR. I will. I mean, one of the games I've been playing a lot lately is Poke MMO. I'll probably stream that, or I might do some Nuzlocke in Pokemon, because I have a lot of emulators. It's always fun. and just whatever games around. And I'm pretty sure I will have my best friend on for the streams a lot, which is my friend Johnny. And for those who don't know, Johnny also shares the big brain energy that I give off, where we have this very switch personality of we can be fine 1 minute and then we explode the next minute, and nobody knows how it happened. Anyways, our
Seems
what I'm
like it'd
trying to
be
tell you is that
entertaining.
we communicate telekinesis and telepathically with our energy wise, so we keep our energy going the entire time.
Yeah, it's like when you guys played at a Team Rocket in the middle of a VC in the
Oh, that
vibe
was
crew.
hilarious.
Yeah, it's like I don't even know what you guys were doing. I just knew you guys were scheming something, like at the time.
I hope you know, like, none of that was said in our DMs, and we just kind of,
You just went with it. That was
yeah,
improv.
that was completely improv.
Oh my god, that's just impressive now.
That was well, that's how we work. That's how we've always done stuff.
Yeah, and Boogie.
And
Your
then we
question.
switched
Go on.
our profile pictures to a picture of Snoop Dogg's face cropped onto Jesse and James.
Yeah, but Boogie, your question of does your mother know you're a femboy? I'm not. All right.
This seems like it's just. Is he doing questions for you, Alk, or questions for me?
It's for both of us. Like this goes
Ah.
into two things. It goes both ways basically, but I have to bring up the history of how the maid era started. Of Jay just being called a femboy as an insult, then played into it, and then the maid era is born, and then he gifted me Super Edition and Starter Pack. So yeah. And it was, from Valsey's point, it was good, but I actually had a lot of fun that stream. And I really do enjoy a lot of the maid stuff. Like, I just love messing around with viewers. It's just, it's really fun to me, you know? But that's that part there. Another genuine question from Boogie. How did the Vibe Crew created? That's some very
Oh,
nice
that's
grammar.
that's an easy question. Um, we liked dancing in SAR. We made a Discord DM, and there was too many people in this Discord DM, so we made a server, and the rest is history. That's
Yeah,
how it started.
straight up. There's a
That
lot
is
more. There's more complexities to it, like of who came in when. Like I brought in Zito a little bit later on after the first dance party, but then the first dance party that was with Cyberwolf, and next it was Cyber, me, Hero, Aether, and I think somebody else. I forget who. But then it just went off that. Then you came in. I don't actually remember the full history of this. I can just go look right now, honestly.
That seems like it's a long thing, but I summed it up pretty well. We like to dance, made a Discord DM, moved to a server, and
Yeah.
that's what happened.
Basically. And it was, I mean, there's still good times, honestly. Like, I've been enjoying myself in the Vibe Crew, talking to people. You know, it's like, I didn't really think it would be able to go that far. Like, initially at least. But it went really well, and now that we have custom codes and we're able to maybe host a talent show soon, it really is amazing, honestly, to see how far like we've come since the start. All right, so that's everything from chat for right now. I can actually take a break reading there from there. But some other questions that I could have for you.
I did mention music.
Yeah, the music stuff. For that, thanks for reminding me about that. What started your passion for music per se? Like how
I started to play trumpet in the 3rd grade, and it was okay until I got to high school, and I joined marching band, and I really liked my teachers, and then so I went to college, and I got myself a degree in music performance.
Okay, that's sounds pretty simple. I mean,
And my main instrument is trumpet. My second is piano.
I thought you were more piano based.
No, I'm very much trumpet based.
Yeah, I just remember you learning. I think it was tap dance on piano. That was one of the
Yeah,
first
I
things you
learned
talked
this.
to me
I
about.
learned the star tap dance on my keyboard,
Yeah.
which is currently not in my room.
I remember that was
So
one of the
I
first
will
things
not
you told
perform.
me in a VC. Like the first time we talked, did duos together.
Yeah, because I thought it was really funny.
I mean, it's interesting, for sure.
I
It's
also
like,
know the Foster's Home for Magically Friends theme song on the piano very well.
yeah, it's cool. I guess I may as well be answering my own questions here, because why not? And you might have some input on this too.
Here, take a look at in our DMs really quickly, just to
I
show
can,
something.
yeah.
This is my friend's
That's on
Facebook
Spotify.
background, and I am in the middle. Remember I told you that I performed for?
Yeah.
That's me in the middle.
Okay. Nice. Yeah. Definitely looks. I don't know what I was gonna go to, but you look professional for sure. Like you know what you're doing, and it's not like you're just doing it randomly. It's like you actually look like you have a passion for it.
I played off Broadway. That was fun.
That was that show.
That was the Addams Family show. No, that's not that show. That's just jazz. But I played off Broadway at a theater, local theater in New York, for the Addams Family, which was a very hard trumpet book.
Yeah. Question from Mr. Coconut Kitty. Welcome to stream. I actually asked you a little bit earlier. Are you a furry? If so, how did you become one?
Yes, I am a furry. I said that a lot this stream, and I'll say it again.
Yeah, for all the new viewers here.
Back in like 2013, I became one because I was playing Team Fortress 2. I didn't actually elaborate on it, but I was kind of quiet about it until I got to what's it called, like junior year of high school, and I started to speak more freely. I started to get art and get involved in the community, and then I started to go to conventions a couple years later, and now I am getting a fursuit, so that will be done soon.
I'm pretty sure I'm just at that, like, denial kind of stage. Because, I mean, from what you're saying, it sounds fun, you know? And from what I've seen, it looks enjoyable.
Don't become a furry.
Alright, never mind, I guess.
I'm saying that to save you.
Yeah. At least right now, I mean, I've talked to some people who are like, oh yeah, I just talked to furries, and it's like they just kind of like, oh yeah, what are they like? I'm like, they're better than most of the people I've met in person.
That is a choice to make for yourself, but I'm gonna tell you right now to save yourself.
Yeah. I mean, I'll find out later on what's gonna happen. I'm still in the process of doing. I remember I used to do a lot more character design stuff, albeit it'd be just basically like copying poses on hand drawn, and I wouldn't really go anywhere with it. It would just be kind of art practice, but still, I made a lot of characters. Never really did much with them, but I'm in the process of making a stream character, redoing my entire logo, and if that goes well, I might be able to transition that into a Sona, but that's also
Good job.
Thank you. But that's also a whole thing, and you know, I don't really know how deep I want to go into this rabbit hole just quite yet, and if I'm actually gonna come out as a rabbit or not. But
I think that's a that's your own private discussion and
Yeah.
thing about it. So
yeah, probably. But sounds like
good luck.
Thanks. You know. But how would I sound like a protogen with a skull face? Is it just the deep voice that gives that vibe, or is it the quote? I need to get the quote here because Char screenshotted this and put it in my Discord server after. Or is it the quote that it looked like Eminem if he was a white skinny boy who plays Sar part? I imagine not that part, but I'm actually I'm kind of interested in where you got that from. Man, thank you so much for that. I want to ask a question, but even I think it's a little far. Yeah, then you probably shouldn't ask it. Honestly, this food discussion, my mind keeps going back to the Eminem thing. If you're a blonde and you get a buzz cut, you just I just got compared to Eminem. Like that's it. But we're wrapping up on the last few minutes of podcast here. So if you have any questions, you should probably ask them now, considering this is probably going to be one of the only times Zito's here.
Hi, I'm Zito. Please ask me questions.
Yes, and if you wanna come back on future episodes, you're absolutely welcome to. So I do it in the closed Discord server with an open VC. And albeit Jay's the only guy that's done it so far, just because he's been just trolling me with the maid stuff. But Boogie with another question: how much would you pay to see a fight between Dwayne the Rock Johnson and Dwayne the Paper Johnson? Zito, you're
nothing. I would rather Dwayne the Scissors Johnson be there. Actually, then I'd pay some money.
What if we just do triple threat between the three? You know, then that'd be interesting, right?
Maybe.
It's like it's just keeps piling onto itself. But Char, I don't think this is the question that was deemed too far. Yes, Boogie, that would be quite far, and I know exactly what you're talking about here. I'm still going to think very much. Do you think, for this question as well, do you think SAR will get the popularity of other BRs like PUBG or Apex?
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. And I want it to stay that way. I don't want SAR to be this whole big thing. It's why I stopped playing my old game a lot too. Because Crunker, it got a lot bigger, and there's a lot more partner streamers, and the drops basically would screw over streamers like me.
Yeah. What Char is saying? They just announced that for consoles, so yeah. I think that is how high it is going to go for popularity wise. But I would rather it not get huge.
Yeah, I mean, don't want
the
this
developers
to get to a PUBG or Apex level.
The developers are very close to their community, so I would really hope it would not. I mean, not to say that other games that have a close developers to their community, Warframe, I mean, I would just like to, keep this as its own little thing.
Yeah, and I really want to keep it as this too. But the most I can see happening is a big boost upon 1.0 release. But I doubt the game would hold that boost permanently. I think the same value. I talked to a lot of my friends who all play on console about it. I told them about the announcement, and they're all going to be getting it, hopefully. So,
I would like Valzy to ask me a question. And Boogie, one more question of anything you want to ask me.
Yeah, we have about... I think we're going to go a little bit over for this episode if we have more questions in chat. But yeah. We're wrapping up in the final thing, so get some final thoughts and questions. If anybody has any more, just say it now, and I can still.
I am not friends with. Before someone says something, I'm not friends with Obama, so don't ask me that.
All right, there you go.
Okay, you don't ask me in my DMs then.
Yeah, I can't believe it took me until now to process what Boogie's forbidden question was.
Go on, Valzy. You got this.
You can ask pretty much anything here.
Yes, you were a very good drinky buddy, Coco.
Oh, that's who...
yes, that is why.
Hey, I was like, hey, a person that doesn't follow me here that came to my stream. Cool.
Yes.
Now it makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I can't drink yet, so I wouldn't...
To answer Boogie, I want to say sometimes to that one.
Okay. Alright.
No, I did not draw my profile pictures. My artistic talent goes into my music, and I want to put the person into a stranglehold who made my last profile picture. Listen, I just changed my Discord one for this one just because it's more. I mean, look at me. I look great. I look so happy. But my other one is a great one as well from a very good friend of mine who I will not say their name out loud because they are a furry themselves and I will not put them into jeopardy. But he got art of our personas together and I love it very much and I thank him for that.
Alright.
So, I do not draw them myself.
But I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode of the Alkcast. As tradition on here, we can choose who you raid. So if you have anyone in mind, or if you want to look for anyone, just let me know.
Well, I want to raid anyone.
Yeah.
Let's see who's online.
Good point. We can still wait a bit and just, answer the few.
No. I think I have someone, but I just keep asking me questions if you want. Because I'm looking right now, they only have one person streaming, and I think just because I like the game myself, I think they'll be great. But any more questions? I'll do one more.
I don't really have too many questions.
I'll do one more.
But if we have one final question from anybody in chat, because I ran out.
I won't make it dark, I promise you.
Yeah. And the final question.
Honey, I could take anyone in a fist fight any day.
Honey? This is the first time I've ever heard you refer to anybody as honey.
Listen, I watched this video the other day called Yes. Yes.
And it just
yes
like that?
Yes. I will show you the video.
Alright.
I will not show you the video. Cool. So the person who I think we should raid is the real Crazy K. You know Crazy K from the server.
Yeah, it's actually the person we did last time as well.
Oh, well, he has one person, and he's playing a Pokemon Nuzlocke. And I just spoke about if I were to stream, I would probably do one of those myself. So.
I'm pulling up Crazy's channel right now. And
he's very good at Pokemon as well, so he's pretty entertaining to watch, just saying.
So thank you all very much for coming out to stream tonight. I appreciate you all very much. I will hopefully see you guys for the next stream. It's Monday, 6 p.m. PST. And that's it. Thank you all for the questions in chat. I appreciate you all greatly, and I will hopefully see you guys for the next stream.
Yes. Please fight me in SAR, anyone. I will kick your ass.
Great way to end
That's a promise.
Great way to end off the podcast.
That's a promise. This is a threat.